everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Lena and this is Library of Diamonds, and in this channel we do everything diamond painting. And in today's video you're going to be seeing a diamond painting challenge. So if you don't know, or if you're new to my channel, I try to the best of my ability for the past 4 months to do a challenge related to diamond painting, and as I do them they get a bit more challenging but not in the difficulty of the challenge itself, but to try to mix it up enough to, you know, make diamond painting a challenge, because, you know, I love it so much that it's really hard for it to be hard. I don't know. But in today's video, the challenge that I'm going to be doing is diamond painting like other diamond painters. And what do I mean by this? Over the last year that I've been consistently diamond painting and, you know, getting to meet some people in the community, I've noticed that the styles of diamond painting are very different. There are different techniques that people use, you know, how you place your drills, how you section your canvas, how you work on your canvas, and all of this is pretty much a trial and error. Like, you start doing one thing or the other and then you either get used to it or you prefer one way or the other. You know, it varies quite a lot. And I am in a Discord group that is the Crafters Den by Sophie. I'm gonna link it down below. It's a group that we don't only talk about diamond painting, we talk about pretty much everything. So if you want to join, you can head down there and join if you want. And there, you know, we post like pictures of our whips, like what we have worked on and whatnot. And I have noticed certain patterns of people, or certain ways in which people diamond paint, pretty much. Back when I started to do this challenge, and by the way, I'm gonna try to link down below all of the challenges that I've made, this idea had already occurred to me, but I was not yet in the Discord. So, you know, even though we see a lot of you know, how people diamond paint on, you know, on internet, on YouTube videos and Instagram and whatnot, sometimes we don't know like the nooks and crannies of the way they do their craft, you know. And being there more time, I kind of started to notice certain aspects of certain people, and so I picked those people up and I want to try to diamond paint like them for a day. Now in this challenge I'm going to be adding 4 people and I'm going to choose them randomly, and also I'm gonna put a picture of their YouTube channel, because all of these are people that you can go and watch and that are part of the community. So let's go ahead and do that. And right here, I put the name of those 4 people in your screen and I put them twice. Let's see who is the first person. Okay, this is Kate. Let's remove it. Now, I was actually kind of wanting for Kate to be the first one to come in the wheel, because I might go out of town for a few days and it would be hard to try to diamond paint like her, not being at home, because the way that she diamond paints, and by the way, this is her channel, this is her name, the way that she diamond paints is she uses a wheel, a random wheel generator, exactly like this. She puts all of her whips in and lets that wheel choose what is she going to work on, like which kid she's going to work on next, and she works by sections most of the time. And the other tricky part is that she doesn't section with washi tape, at least not anymore, at least not with Diamond Art Club kids. What she does is that she pretty much works off of the pre-cut. I have Ghost Cafe here, pretty much uses the pre-cut paper. And yeah, so I think that I need to start by putting, no, I actually already have it. Yeah, I already have it. Yes, I already did that. I put into another random wheel generator the 3 kits that I'm currently working on, which are Ghost Cafe, Scorpio, and Witchcraft Room. The way that I'm working on them, or that I was working on them, is that I completed either an entire row or half a row, and I do pretty big sections and I do them with washi, but I think that she's going to decide what I'm going to be working on next. And this is going to be interesting because I'm going to diamond paint the entirety of the day like her. Like if I finish a section, I cannot move to another kit. Like, no, my bad. I cannot keep working on the same kit that I'm working. I have to roll the wheel again. And you know, if by chance I get to choose theme, then that's great. If not, then not. But I put those 3 kits into the wheel 5 times to, you know, have a bigger selection, not only be like 3. So let's go ahead and do this. Great. So now let's go ahead and see which is going to be our first kit. Is this going to be Ghost Cafe? Yes, yes, yes. And honestly, I really wanted to, you know, I really want it to be the one that I started with. And while I do my first section of this is going to be interesting because I'm not going to be using washi tape like the one that I have already here. I'm just gonna leave it there. I leave it just for protection, for the glue not to be exposed. Oh my god, look at how bad I placed those. Oh wow, this is so bad, but I don't mind. At the end it doesn't even, but yeah. I'm going to do only one section, and I'm gonna do it with this paper. Oh, but what I think that happens, okay, so I'm just gonna use this for a little bit because because I don't know if I tear the cover paper, or what is this named, perforated cover. I don't know if I like do it too slowly or what, but I can never make it work for me. I don't know why. It always like breaks. Like, I don't know, but I'm just gonna, okay, let's see if I can do this. Jesus, what? Let me cut this. Yeah, let me just cut this washi and maybe try to tear it in here. I can't. Why I cannot do that? I am so bad at cutting this paper. But I know I'm gonna cut it with scissors, but I promise you, like, can you see there where the line is? I think you can. So I'm just gonna cut straight into this. You know, use this as my guide instead of cutting my own sections. But there you go. There you go. I promise I'm not cheating. It's just that I am too dumb to do this. I don't know why I never can do this. And here's just like this little piece. Oh, wow. With scissors. Okay. So, yeah. It's going to be a bit hard because I think I'm going to have to point the light towards it more so the clear line is more distinct. And let me move my light over here. Oh gosh, and I need to bring my drills. I don't even have my drills here, but I have this kit here because I was intending on working on this one next after finishing the last row of my other kit. And yeah, I really wanted to work on this, so I'm really glad this one was the first that came out. Something that, I don't know, worries me. I mean, not worries me, but this section is pretty small. It's only like here, and it ends like this kind of. That's the size of the section. Oh, it's gonna be such a hassle. Like if the second diamond painting that I get today is another one, which highly likely it will be another one, I'm gonna have to move everything around, right? That's just what I don't like about it. But it is what it is, I guess. I just finished the first section of my first kit, and I honestly can tell you, I don't know how you people do it, like with just this paper. It is like transparent and I cannot get to see it, and sometimes it ends at the middle of a square where you put the drill, and I had to be lifting this up because either it was like I did both things, like a little over, you know, took it so I could be placing the drill completely down, and now this little part is like coming on top of the drill. And on this side, I don't know if you can see it, but here I chose not to put it just to see which what I liked better, and I like better like this one, so I don't leave any glue untouched like this. But I finished the first section. It was a very small section because the other release paper was like, I mean the entire size was this, but I had already done like this part. Oh, it's not focusing. Like this part from the rose below. So yeah, if I continue to do this, the sections are going to be quite small, but it's fine. It's part of the challenge. So let's choose the next diamond painting and see if it's the same or another one. Oh my god, yay. And so here I completed another section, all the way from here until here. It's pretty much the same size, and now it's time to choose which I'm going to be painting next, and that is Scorpio. So here I need to be following certain rules, such as dividing the section in a 10 by 10, and this I'm going to be doing a bit differently. I'm going to be cutting directly into the plastic because this doesn't have like the perforated cover. And after that, the way that I think it's gonna be best for me to, you know, guide myself is to just place drills surrounding the area that I have to cover, because if not, I'm just gonna go crazy trying to put drills on top of plastic that my eyes just cannot see. And my bad, I actually didn't update you guys on this, but on that day I was able to finish that entire square, and those were the 3 sections that I worked with for the first day. 2 small sections of Ghost Cafe and 1 4 by 4 inches here from Scorpio. And now we're about to choose who am I about to diamond paint as for the entirety of the day. I decided that I'm going to put each name twice, so there's a chance that somebody comes up 2 times instead of just 1. And I think that's exciting, because I think that there are people who, like, the way that they diamond paint might be a bit more challenging for me than the way other people do. Some people might be just different to how I do it, and other people might do something that I really do not enjoy. So I was about to section my canvas. Oh, and one thing, for now I'm going to be diamond painting only on Ghost Cafe because I only have 2 rows left of this kit and I really want to finish it. This one was the first one that I started for drills and chills, and I don't know, I thought that by now I would already have at least 1 diamond painting finished, but I don't. So I really want to focus on this one. I really loved it. I'm really loving it, and I am excited to see how pretty and gorgeous it looks. So I'm gonna flip up the camera and let you see whose name comes up next. As you can see here, we have Kate. That was the first person that got chosen. Now let's see which one comes up next. Oh my god. Yeah, okay, let me explain. Now, with Courtney specifically, she is from Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend. This is a bit different because this is not exactly how she diamond paints typically, but in one of my videos, I think it was in my last month overview, I said that I didn't really know what to make as a challenge for this month, and she mentioned to single place an entire diamond painting. And you know, there are levels of some of things that are challenging, and single placing an entire kit for me is just nope, it's not going to happen. Let me just put it clear. For me, other than challenging, it would be sheer torture. And so one of the things that she told me was like, oh, maybe one of the things that I thought about was maybe diamond paint single placing like a small kit. But the only small kit that I have is one that I really, really love and adore, and I'm saving for after this event, and I am not going to single place that one because I don't want to end up hating it pretty much. And then I was like, well, maybe for a challenge, like do single placing just for a week, for example, or for a specific amount of time, you know, hours, etc. But when it was time to decide, like for me to decide what I wanted to do, I remembered this challenge and I said, well, I can add it as a prompt and make it hers. Like she is the person who diamond paints like that because she's actually diamond painting something, single placing the whole thing. And props to you, girl, because I would never ever be able to. But for this one, I'm going to be diamond painting like that for the entire day, single placing, just single placing. Can you believe it? Because I can't. Just single placing. This is going to be truly torturous, but it's only for a day, right? This is what a challenge is supposed to be. So I'm gonna go ahead and section my canvas the way I regularly do, and let's go ahead and do that. I just finished the first section. Originally, I had cut the section of more of a regular size that I do, which is until here. But then I decided to cut it just like a little over half of it, because I just figured that working in smaller sections would make it more manageable in my brain. Instead of having to complete a huge square, I would only have to complete like a small-ish rectangle, pretty much. But this section took me way longer than I thought it did. First off, if I had done this with my multiplacer, because it has a lot of color blocking, I know this would have taken me at most 25 minutes. Well, I just spent on this section 1 hour and 32 minutes, which is nuts. But well, what can I say? It's what the challenge is about, right? So right now I'm going to be starting this other part over here and see how long that takes me. But I believe if I put all my might into this, I might be able to finish like 3 like this ones, like 3 sections like this. So maybe this one, I'm gonna try to measure it the same size as this one, just to be, you know, equal parts of it all. But I'm crossing my fingers. I have some, let me flip you over. I hope I'm visible, but right now I'm going to be getting into the shower because I'm going to just go run some errands. But coming back, I'm definitely going to try to, as I said, finish 3 sections of roughly the same size. Right now, it's, what time is it? Yeah, it's 4:45, and my boyfriend's gonna pick me up and at 6:30. So I think that I can manage a quick shower and dressing up and everything in like 20 minutes, 25 minutes. And then I'm gonna keep going with this one. second little section done. Now I think I'm gonna be able to finish the third one that I want to do today. That is going to be all this one. This has been really hard because the only thing I want to do is just multiply the entire thing, because this is a lot of color blocking. But I'm standing strong. I'm standing strong, I swear. To the people out there who exclusively single plays, oh my god, you are crazy, first of all. And I'm not saying that in a derogatory way or in a negative way. Like, you know, the crazy that is also kind of genius, sort of. Because I could never do that. Yesterday, I did like what for me is around a section and a half. And for me, you know, with the amount of color blocking that it has, that would have taken me, I don't know, probably 2 hours or something around those numbers. It took me 5 hours. And I'm not talking 5 hours, I'm talking 5 hours and 47 minutes, like almost 6 hours of single placing. And I can confidently say I'm never gonna do a single placing diamond painting ever again. That was my debut and my farewell to this method. Again, props to you if you do it, but I cannot. But I finally did it. And I think for now, that has been one of the most challenging things that I've done. Basically because, you know, when it was like to diamond paint for a specific set of time that was high, I was still just diamond painting and moving along the way I am used to diamond paint. So that was not stressful. But single placing, yeah, it's not for me at all. So right now, let me just unlock my laptop. What we're gonna do is pick our next person. Now, I need to remind you that I wrote down 2 times each name. So for Kate and Courtney, there's still 1 spot. And for Alisa and Mackenzie, there's 2 spots of each. So those have a higher chance of getting selected. And let's see what we get now. Let's see what we get. Choose. No, 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 no. Oh my god. Oh my god. Please allow me to have a moment of silence. Please. And well, oh my god. Oh my god. I'm preparing mentally for the entire day of single placing, but it's fine. I'm fine. However, something that I think I just decided is that I'm gonna keep doing this challenge until each person comes up at least 1 time. You know, because now Courtney has come up 2 times in a row when her chances were 1 against 6 or 7. 6. 1 in 6, and she got it. So let's go ahead and single place once again. I know that for some people single placing is relaxing and more when you do like the checkerboard method, but it's not for me. Yeah, I don't have anything else to say but to start diamond painting. Oh my god. Was I just destined to single place for like almost an entire row? Probably, possibly. Maybe I just get better at single placing. I don't know, probably. The way I single place is as follows. And I just figured that I would explain it to you just because. But the way that I single place, if it's a big chunk, like a big color blocky chunk, I would do the checkerboard method with tweezers, because with a single placer, like putting it like that, I just can't. I'm the worst at that. I am honestly the worst, and so I just don't do it. It's not for me. It's honestly not something for me. When I have those spots, I fill them in with my single placer, like, and they're like pop 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 there, and that's quite satisfying, really satisfying. And then usually when there's like a big, like when you just have to sort of fill in, you know what I mean? Like yesterday, I think that you could see it with a ghosty. Like I had everything around it, and then I started to do the outer part, and then the one of the center, and then move forward with the rest of it. I did first that row to move inward with a single placer, but I already have at least one surface of contact of the other drill. It was not in a, you know, empty space in the middle of everything, and so there's that. You know what, I think I will just section the entirety of what I wish I can diamond paint today. So yesterday I did 21 centimeters. Like the first one I did randomly, and then I measured it, and it was 7 centimeters like wide. It was like wide and then a bit longer of a strip instead of the typical squares that I do. And when I decided to try to finish the 3 sections, which I was able to, the following ones, I just did 7 and 7 centimeters. So it's 21 centimeters. And if yesterday I was able to do that, and I was kind of busy at some part of the day, I think I'm gonna be able to do that as well today. Famous last words, right? So I'm gonna measure 21 centimeters. Wait, what is it? Yeah, I'm gonna measure 21 centimeters, and see from there. 21 here is, it's cut. Take the measuring tape somewhere else, and let's do this. Ooh. Wait, what am I doing? Am I really removing? I guess I am. I removed the entirety of the thing. So now let's take this tape to put it on my section, because I really need to mark with a clear plastic of the perforated cover, or any sort of transparent clear cover. I can't, like my eyes, and I don't have that eyesight, but I just can't. So let's do this. And one of the ways I figured, because I got really self-conscious yesterday and kind of paranoid about, but what if they think I'm cheating? What if they, you know, because my brain works that way. The way that I'm gonna help myself, and it's not because of you guys, it's more something to myself. I'm gonna see first the battery of my phone, but I'm gonna do this single placing while I record my whip and chat, because I need to record a whip and chat today for tomorrow. So I will start doing that. Gosh, this is going to be hard. But see you with an update soon, I guess. Oh God, I can't. Like, I single placed this entire thing between yesterday and today, and I am done for. Like, it took me almost triple the time that it normally does, but you know, a challenge is a challenge, and we'll see what prompt I get tomorrow. Something that I'm really loving is all the details in this like big umbrella, like the lines between the like a regular yellow and then the AB and then the special iridescent over here. I'm just loving it and adoring it. So I am really happy with how this is turning out. It's fantastic. Hi, it's not necessarily the morning, but I'm ready to start the day. And right now we need to choose the next prompt. Thankfully, Courtney has already come up 2 times, so I don't have to single place again. And after 2 days in a row of exclusively single placing, I think that the rest of the prompts, like the people that are left, like Kate once and Alisa and Mackenzie twice each, I think they're both pretty manageable, in my opinion. Like, yes, they have challenging things and things that they do differently than I do, but overall, I don't think it's like gonna drive me crazy. I am going to switch up the camera and see who we have to follow into their steps next. I don't think that sounded like grammatically correct, but I don't care. Ooh, I clicked it without realizing, so whoopsies. It's gonna be Kate or Alisa. Alisa, oh my god, yay! It was Alisa, and the way that Alisa usually diamond paints, you know, I didn't really, like, I've seen her whip and chats, but I never fully grasped the way she did it. But on the Discord group, she sometimes shares like her progress and everything, but the thing about her is that her sections are huge. They are usually humongous. And I actually kind of I think I remember seeing like some of the measurements that she takes, but I also think that she goes on a diamond painting by diamond painting basis, like depending on the diamond. I'm sorry, like depending on the diamond painting. And so I took 2 as reference, but I need to do some calculations with the other one first before continuing to do this. Oh, something fell. To do this. So I'm gonna go do those calculations right now, and we're gonna see which one I follow. The sizes of these sections are quite challenging. They're definitely challenging, but to make it a bit easier, I don't know what to do. I know, okay, I'm confused, but as I said, one of the things that she does is that she sections her canvases in these huge sections. Like the measurements are insane. Like I usually do around 12 by 14 or 13 by 13, you know, kind of a bigger than 10 by 10 centimeters I'm speaking, but usually I don't go the way she does. Like I took reference from 2 of her paintings. One was a 35 by 47, and she pretty much divided it like just in half. So one section was like, there were only 2 sections in the whole thing, and it was 17.5 by 23.5 each section, which is huge already. And the other one, and this is what she does with the slightly bigger ones that she does. I know that she doesn't do like huge paintings, but like still medium sized, and that medium size was 50.7 by 69 centimeters. And what I notice with that is that she does 2 columns and then 3 rows. But even so, dividing this 50 by 69 painting into 6 sections, that gives me a 25.3 by 23 centimeters, which is humongous. Other thing that she does, and that I'm really considering and debating, is she does, like, most of her diamond paintings are rounds, and for Drills and Chills, which, you know, is the event that we're currently in during the month of September and October, she does a lot of rounds. Like, I would say out of the diamond paintings that I've seen her do, there have been just a handful that have been squares. So do I really want to kit up a 4th whip? Like, I have Scorpio, but I'm around halfway through it. I have Witchcraft Room, which I have only done 1 row. Then I have Ghost Cafe. Of that I have 1 row and a third, and then a section in the middle. Like, Ghost Cafe I'm pretty close to finishing, but I mean, it's not that I'm dying to do this. It's just that I want to be really faithful to the challenge and do rounds like Alisa does. Are you following me in this delusion? So this is a bit bigger than the size that she does here. Like this is the biggest one that I got of reference from her. I can look a little bit more, but I have these two diamond painting sizes as reference. This one is 50 by 69 and this one is 55 by 78. So do I really want to divide this in almost 25 by 25 sections, or do I do 4? Oh my god, I don't know what to do. But will I do it? I guess stay tuned. It's finally time to do this prompt of the challenge, and getting in the truest Alisa fashion, I not only did a huge section, but I also selected a round diamond painting. And other thing that she does, and that I've noticed, is that she starts at the top left of her paintings. If you've been watching for a while, I usually start at the bottom left. So starting at the top, it's quite a difference for me. So I'm ready to begin. Having a section this big is truly crazy. I've never worked on a section so big, and whenever she shares us her progress, she can usually get to 1 and sometimes even 2 sections, if I remember correctly. But even just finishing one of these sections, I think that would be an equivalent of 4 entire sections for me, and maybe a whole row for me, which having a progress of a row a day is pretty impressive. So thank goodness I'm starting early in the morning. Today is Sunday and I don't have anything planned really. I'm a bit tired, but nothing that diamond painting cannot fix for me. So I'm gonna go, and I think I'm gonna try to update you in a couple of hours, because trust me, this huge section, if I attempt to finish it, to finish at least one, that whole section is gonna take me a while. I started diamond painting very early in the morning, but I only diamond painted for like 15 minutes or so. And then I kind of spent the majority of the morning with my boyfriend, and then we had lunch and whatnot. So I have not really diamond painted since I woke up until now. And right now it's about 4 p.m. But regardless, in total, I've diamond painted for 2 hours. The way that I time my diamond painting is I just press the the go button on my chronometer, my timer, while I diamond paint, or I do anything else like related to the diamond painting, like changing the putty, or when I'm changing from one section to the other. In this case, today, I don't think I'm gonna be changing sections, because let me show you the progress that I've made in the first 2 hours of diamond painting. Now, this is a huge section, which is basically 1/8 of the entirety of the diamond painting. Like, it's half from side to side, and it's 1/4 from the very top to the bottom. And this diamond painting is 55 centimeters wide by 78 centimeters long. So if you do the math, that is like 27 and a half centimeters wide, and 19.5 centimeters more like long and wide, 19 by 27.5. and that's crazy. But I've been able to make progress with the tree. I've pretty much finished all of the branches, and right now I'm working on the background. I already did this like sort of like gray, and I am currently on this kind of bluish gray. But Alisa, girl, how do you do this? It's so uncomfortable to do like the sections this way because there's so much sticky all over. The way that I managed is I just kept the entirety of the cover paper, and I just covered like half of it. Since I knew that in this half certain colors were going to be more predominant, I just covered it the other half with it, so it was a bit easier. But now that I'm approaching this side, all of this is pretty much like small sections of color blocking, but it's not that big amount of colors. Like there's a section, it's like around maybe 7 colors or something around those, and then when I move towards this place, I'm only going to be left with probably these lighter colors and the confetti that is this part of her face and the whole crown. But this is my progress so far, and let's see if I can finish at least like the entirety of the background in the next 2 hours. I'm in the 4-hour mark, and I just got to the confetti madness that is her face and her crown of flowers. I have like a few flowers to go, like a batch of yellow and some goldish brownish, and then maroon, and then her face pretty much. But I think this might take me another hour, but I am actually going to be able to complete this whole section. And even though I've been diamond painting for 4 hours, as I said previously, it's not 4 hours straight. Right now it is 9:20 p.m. so I'm gonna take a break, and I'll be back in like 2 hours or so to finish this up. I swear that I finished this yesterday. I came back from a 3-hour nap that was completely unexpected, and this took me about 40-ish minutes to complete. But I was so tired, I was so stressed. I mean, not stressed, but tired. I looked like crazy, that's the thing. Like my hair was all over the place, and I figured that I wanted to do the update of the challenge next day, so today. And I was able to complete this. Now let's go over and see which prompt do we have to do today. I was gonna say next and then today, but then I mixed the words. Today. Now let's see who's next on this challenge. Which prompt do we get? Now, if I get Mackenzie, the challenge would be ending here. Oh God. Oh God. So it seems that we finally have arrived to the last day of the challenge. I might be about to commit to something that I don't know I'm fully capable of doing, but you know, Mackenzie, if you've seen her Facebook, her YouTube channel, I'm gonna put it here, and of course I'm gonna link it down below. If you see like the end of the month, you know, all of the things that she completes, she usually completes a lot of diamond paintings, and they're not like teeny tiny, oh, the diamond painting is a waterfall, and they're not like teeny tiny diamond paintings. They're like regular big-ish size diamond paintings. And in the Discord group that a lot of people here are on, and I'm also going to leave the link here below if you want to join, parenthesis, we don't only talk about diamond paintings, we talk about pretty much everything in life, and we created a very nice community over there. So if you want to go, we're gonna be there. But there's a specific thread where we share our whips, like our progress on our whips, or what are we working on next, or our finishes. That girl sometimes posts a new picture of a completed diamond painting like every 6-7 days, even in shorter periods of time. Now this is not always like that, but that's kind of like the way she's like ingrained in my brain, like a super speedy diamond painter. And she's not doing it because she's in a rush or she wants to say, oh, I'm a fast diamond painter. No, she just acknowledges that she has a lot of free time and that she loves to diamond paint, and so she uses her free time to diamond paint, you know, logical. And in true fashion of Mackenzie, I am about to commit to something. Now, I might not be able to accomplish it. That's why this is a challenge. And if I am not able to complete that, that's okay, because this is a challenge. It doesn't mean that I have to complete it. It's to put some pressure in myself to do something different, out of the box, out of the ordinary for me. But right now, I think it is going to be one of the most ambitious ones that I have, because I am going to commit to finish this piece. If you're not able to see, I still need to do the entire top row. I have in my favor that is pretty much color blocking and lino blocking, but also that section in the middle where it's a big-ish kind of section. I would say it's about, let's measure it out. Oh my god, I thought it was gonna fall. Okay, I don't know that I'm gonna leave that in. I probably am, because I don't care much about, you know, the perception other people have about me, because I'm not a very serious person. Okay, let's measure this out. (17.7 by 18.12). So that is a pretty large section, but it also has a lot of color blocking. So I'm committing. I am committing today. I'm going to exclusively diamond paint this piece, and I'm gonna try my best. Because, you know, now that Mackenzie is the prompt of today, that marks the finish of this challenge, which I'm not gonna lie, I'm grateful for, because there were a lot of hiccups for this challenge. But I will go ahead, start on this, and I'll update you whenever I can. I don't know if it's gonna be possible to do the challenge thing, or if I'm going to be able to complete what I wanted to complete for the challenge, because, you know, I just started my period. I'm having cramps. I'm also super dizzy because my health is shit sometimes, and I cannot stand being like sitting in an upright position right now. So I'm gonna lay in bed for a bit. Hopefully that bed is not for the rest of the day. I don't think it will, but I'm gonna wait, my brain is fuzzy. Yeah, I will try to come back. I started, like, I swear I started, but I only placed one color. So progress has not really been made, but we'll see.
Hello, this is a face of someone who is diamond painting in the middle of the night and might be regretting her decision of doing it in the middle of the night, but I had no other option. I had to diamond paint, but luckily I only have one section left out of the entirety of the row here at the top, but still, it's going to be a struggle.
Was I able to finish Ghost Cafe? At first glance, it might look like I did, but I really didn't. I'm still missing that middle section. And the thing is that I started to diamond paint at 6 p.m. because I had so many like household things to do. And after that, I spent the entirety of the day, like from 6 p.m. until now that it's 3 a.m., which is basically the next day, like diamond painting on and off. And I had to stop because I had terrible cramps, not the worst that I've had or that I usually have, but they were very, like, they were not subsiding, and it was really uncomfortable to be sitting down or in any other position. And then I started the next section, and my boyfriend got home, and he had been out for the majority of the day with some things that he was doing with his mom. And so, you know, quality time, and we had dinner together, and we cuddled a little. And then at 12, as soon as it struck 12, I continued, but I still had 2.5 sections to do. I was able to complete them kind of fast because, well, first off, they were a bit slightly bigger sections, and I was able to complete them because it had a lot of color blocking. But yeah, I knew it was going to be quite hard for me to finish the entirety of it today, but I'm also glad of the progress that I made. I completed an entire row of squares. The measurements of it were, I forgot. I forgot the measurements, but I'm going to insert them here. Like, the length of the entire row was of 60 centimeters. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And whatever number comes up if you divide 75 in 6. So that was this size of it. Now the only section that I have left is this one in the middle, which is the big one that was like almost 18 by 18, but I think I'm gonna continue that tomorrow because I really want to have finally my first kit completed for Drills and Chills. So if you watched until this point, I just want to thank you so much. I am always having a lot of fun while doing these challenges, and this one took me longer than expected because some things that came in between, but I'm still so glad that I was able to do it. And now it's time to start thinking of a next idea for next month, October's diamond painting challenge. So yeah, if you have any ideas, please let me know down below. Also, let me know what do you think about this challenge, if you liked it, anything, you know, any feedback that you might have. So again, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you have a fantastic rest of your day. I am going to go to bed because, as I said, it's 3 a.m. And don't forget to keep on diamond painting. Bye bye.